It's Friday 10th January, and the markets are wrapping up the week on a weaker note. The Sensex and Nifty ended the day with moderate declines, reflecting investor caution amid fluctuating global cues and economic uncertainty. Let's break down the key movements that shaped today's market. The Nifty ended down by 95 points at 23,431, while the Sensex closed lower by 241 points at 77,378. The broader market faced significant pressure, with 3,153 stocks declining and only 833 advancing. The IT sector was the lone bright spot. Sectors like power, realty, healthcare, and PSU banks struggled, each closing 2% lower. TCS, Tech Mahindra, HCL Technologies, Infosys, and Wipro emerged as the top gainers, lending some support to the indices. Meanwhile, Shriram Finance, IndusInd Bank, Adani Enterprises, NTPC, and Bharat Electronics were the biggest losers, weighing on the market's performance. The Indian rupee hit a record low, closing at 85.978 against the US dollar, pressured by persistent FII outflows, strong dollar demand from all importers, and rising US Treasury yields. The rupee traded between 85.8638 and 85.9750 during the day, with risk aversion and a surge in Brent crude prices weighing on the currency. Vedanta Resources, the parent company of Vedanta Limited, announced securing a $300 million loan from major global banks including Barclays and First Abu Dhabi Bank. The loan, with a 3.25-year tenor, will be used to refinance its 2024 and 2026 bonds and cover other debt servicing obligations. SEBI has extended the recognition of AMC Repo Clearing Limited for another year, allowing the company to continue clearing and settling repo and reverse repo transactions in debt securities. The renewal is effective from 17 January 2025 through 16 January 2026. The broader markets lagged behind the benchmarks today, with the Nifty Midcap 100 falling by 2.08% and the Small Cap 100 declining by 2.61%. This underperformance highlights the challenges faced by mid and small cap stocks, indicating a tougher environment for these segments. Gold prices hit a 4-week high on Friday, with spot gold rising 0.4% to $2,680, driven by safe haven demand amid uncertainties over President-elect Trump's policies. Markets are now focused on upcoming U.S. jobs data, which could influence the Federal Reserve's interest rate decisions and gold's direction. Vodafone Idea used a fund infusion from its global parent, Vodafone plc, to clear its outstanding master service agreement dues to Indus Towers. Vodafone plc confirmed on 10th January that all obligations to Indus Towers had been fully satisfied. Despite this, Vodafone Idea's shares saw a 3.4% decline on Friday. India's forex reserves fell by $5.693 billion to $634.585 billion for the week ending 3rd January, according to the Reserve Bank of India. This follows a previous decline of $4.112 billion the week before. The drop in reserves is attributed to revaluation and RBI's forex market interventions to manage rupee volatility. Jio Financial Services has announced its board meeting date for 17 January 2025, where it will consider and approve its third quarter earnings for FY25. The company, part of Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Group, will disclose its standalone and consolidated unaudited financial results for the quarter and 9 months ending 31st December 2024. And that wraps up for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest market insights.